Walt Elias Disney was born on the second floor of a medium-sized house in a suburban neighborhood of Chicago, Illinois on December 5, 1901. He had a father, Elias Charles Disney, and a mother, Flora Disney. He also had 3 older brothers and 1 younger sister. When Walt grew up to be a 4-year-old boy, he and his family moved to a farm in Marceline, Missouri. He loved playing in the farm with his brothers. He then started to draw cartoons out of his friends. His friends actually loved his cartoon drawings out of them. He became a passionate artist. At 16 years of age, Walt began taking art classes to learn and study about drawing and painting at Chicago Art Institute. He then dropped out of school to help out during the First World War, like driving the Red Cross ambulances to carry the sick and wounded soldiers in France. After the First World War ended, Walt returned home in Kansas City to continue on with his art career in his art studio. Later on, in the roaring 1920s, he wanted to become an animator and thought he would turn his drawings into animation. In 1922, while in Kansas City, Walt began his animation career and established a company called Laugh-O-Grams. He hired many animators and artists at his studios, but things did not go financially well. Unfortunately, in 1923, his company failed and went bankrupt, but that didn't keep him from having his hopes and dreams of becoming a successful animator. Later on in 1923, Walt moved to Hollywood, California to continue on with his animation career of his dreams. In Hollywood, he began creating his own unique cartoon characters, and this was where the Walt Disney Studios was originally established, that was named after him. In 1925, Walt met and fell in love with an ink and paint artiste by the name of Lillian Bounds, and they both got married. Walt was 23 years old and Lillian was 26 years old. During their marriage, they had 2 daughters, Diane Marie Disney and Seren Mae Disney. In 1928, Walt Disney drew and created a new mouse-like character in his shorts named Mickey Mouse for his debut animated film, Steamboat Willie, where Mickey Mouse first appeared alongside with his girlfriend Minnie Mouse. A lot of people actually enjoyed watching it. It became a really big success to Walt's career. This was how Mickey Mouse became an iconic character to Walt. Later on in the 1930s, Walt added and created more cartoon characters, such as Goofy, Pluto, Donald Duck, and Daisy Duck, and many more. Most of his cartoon characters he created were farmland animal characters that were from his childhood memories he had at the farm. In 1932, Walt wanted to create a full-length animated film called Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. His first animated movie didn't get completed until 1937. When Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs was released in theaters, it became a great success and became a top animated film in 1938. Later on, in the 1940s and 1950s, more animated movies like Pinocchio, Dumbo, Bambi, Peter Pan, Sleeping Beauty and many more. In the 1950s, Walt Disney wanted to have a theme park to be built with rides and attractions that would the kids and families entertained. He called his theme park Disneyland, which was named after him. On July 15, 1955, His first theme park, Disneyland, was opened to the public in Anaheim, California. The theme park was 160 acres when it was originally opened. On December 15, 1966, Walt Disney passed away in Burbank, California as the nation mourned for him. He was 65 years old. He died of a lung cancer due to heavy smoking throughout most of his life when he was diagnosed with it. Walt Disney was one of the most inspirational people who had put a great impact to the world and who had influenced many people and many companies. He was the main reason why cartoon animations became a great success in history. After his death, more Disney theme parks were built and expanded through many years. More Disney animations and TV shows were also made to carry on his legacy.